Peace, and blessings to Sappho, the Honorable One, the Success Scholar, Hakeem Shakur Me here. Thank you all for tuning in and listening in for this discussion. A little late here, got my pen and water, so had a very constructive day. Yes, a beautiful weekend here in the DMV. Here in was in Capitol Heights a little earlier today, and Lake Arbor, and went up to Baltimore really quick, but I'm here back in Prince George's County area, of course. But I want to talk about something rather recently, and I wanted to clear some things because there may be some confusion that may be going on, and perhaps it could be a little error of judgment, but I want to clear the airways because these are my elders, my upright, respected elders that I personally have worked with. There's no question about that. So as you can see, I got my Dr. Frances West Welsing shirt, and it's unfortunate that when I had her in the Baltimore area, I had over 350 people come out for Dr. Frances Cress Welsing, but you won't have, people acknowledge that more than any of these other organizers, probably up and down the East Coast for sure, probably bigger than New York. So, that just comes from my organizational work, so that's what I'm saying. That's the quality of work that I've been doing, in this DMV in Virginia and Philadelphia, New York. So, I'm here to clarify that. So when people talk about giving awards for Dr. Frances Cress Welsing, I'm just gonna, give it to you right here. What I've done for our great ancestor, Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. So, but let me just speak to the issue that I need to address, and let me just be straight up. I'm from Baltimore, the West Side, and so I understand the streets, but fortunately for me, I've evolved in a very unique, dynamic way, and so fortunately for me, I've created options for myself, and live a very healthy, happy, successful, minded life. I've been in the presence of many super successful individuals, had conversations, not just from the conscious community, but many healthy, holistic gurus. I was there present in Philadelphia when Baba, the brothers from Black and Nobel had Dr. Sabian, and now I'm having the brothers from Black and Nobel coming to here to Maryland area, and so but what I wanted to address particularly, uh, and I just want to be clear, and it may be an error, but let me just be clear because some people will take this and run, and these are my elders. These are my elders, and so Dr. Umar Johnson expressed that some cultural nationalists, bourgeoisie cultural nationalists, stopped him from speaking. And let me just clarify that. And I got it. I was there a little later. I didn't, I was at an NNPA conference. I had bigger things to do. That's right. I'm making bigger moves, and I already know how hot, I am. I know how much knowledge I have, and I know that when you study like me and do the right knowledge and show up at the right places, more and more people are gonna wake up. That's right, because you read the right books, you show up at the right places, and you connect with the right individuals. And so this is what I've done absolutely over the past few years. And so I'm saying for those that are ready to wake up and go to another level, I'm the only one out here that's putting in true conscious work and have the right relevant practical messages and teachings to take you to another level. So I'm just making it plain, me and my allies, and those of you all that consider yourselves part of that, I'll roll with you, I'll rock with you. But those that are, come in with alternative agendas, or they on the payroll or something like that, keep it stepping, because we're gonna talk about that at the FBI War on Tupac. So we're gonna talk about that, brother. From Black and Nobel, going to be coming down. But let me just speak to the topic that I wanted to discuss because there may be some errors. There may be some errors in judgment that uh, uh, there may be some misclassifications. So there was an event called the Power Talk in DC. I wasn't invited to present, and so of course, there's other options. There's always other options. So I was at the NNPA, bossing up, making moves, making power moves, just like we got my brother Malik Zulu Shabazz coming. We don't limit ourselves. We don't put no limits on ourselves. I'm partnering with that brother. I'll be speaking. We gonna build and bring 10,000 black men. So just because some people don't think that they speaking there at the show, well, monkey don't stop no show. Not today, not when the success scholar is on the scene. I've been putting in this work. I had the most relevant knowledge. I'm the healthiest. Look how decent I look. I've been taking care of myself. That's right. So I've been reading the right books, organizing, teaching our young people, teaching tens and thousands with the relevant books, the practical books, because I've read more than most of these folk out here. But let me get to my point. Just tired of playing with these scrubs out here, man. You know what I'm saying? But so Umar posted something to the effect of bourgeoisie cultural nationalists blocking him from speaking. But my understanding, my understanding was that Dick Gregory spoke for 2 hours, right? So but you go and say, "Oh, I had a conversation with him." What are you, just scared? Scared to stand up because the elder disrespected you? I mean, but you want to start a beef. I know you're not talking about Dick Gregory. You got to be talking about Brada or Dr. J. Jeffries, or I don't know if you're talking about Smalls. He wasn't in that mix, or but I'm assuming that this is a part of that ongoing thing that you wanted to address before about the museum. So I'm saying that, yeah, we had a good time, damn good time at the museum. So you know, um, so for those that are closed-minded and think that one person going to teach you everything, so go back and look at the video I did with Professor Smalls at the museum. So I'm like, man, you ain't gonna bully. Yeah, this ain't no damn king of the jungle, no damn where you just gonna talk and say things about our elders that's not true. And that's my point with this. It's not a hostile thing. I know people wanna act a certain way and curse and call each other names. And I'm just saying that, we gotta be upright. We gotta address what's right and address it with the right people. Don't say you're gonna call out the cultural bourgeoisie nationalists. You're not talking about Dick Gregory, right? He's not, a cultural nationalist. So you got to be talking and thinking that people plotted on you. No, it was Dick Gregory that kept speaking. He kept speaking. He was the awardee, and he kept speaking. So why not just, take it, or ask next time, or ask to get your proper time. I mean, that's it. Did you get paid? I mean, that's the question. I mean, not that it's all about money, but start being right and exact with the reality of the situation. So I just put this out there because nobody else has the I mean, I don't know if people saw it. People were there, but people know what happened. So I mean, you can see what happened, but don't think that it was a plot on other people. I mean, nobody spoke for 2 hours. None of the other speakers spoke for 2 hours. And so I'm saying, look here, man, I don't have time no more, man. I'm making moves, big moves. I'm traveling different places with the right people. I've been studying the right books. I'm the only one mastering the teachings of Dr. Amos Wilson. So I'm saying that, and in civility. And no, I don't necessarily. We can have regular conversations with people and build, not just doing a lecture. That's a different a speaker, somebody doing a speech, and then somebody working with other individuals getting things done, or somebody showing up to do a lecture. That's different than nation building. So I'm saying that, again, uh, first and foremost, since I've had created perhaps one of the largest audiences for Dr. Frances Cress Welsing when she came to the Baltimore area, it would behoove these individuals certainly yeah, I mean, they don't have to, because again, they'll be gone. These 60s and older, 70 and 80 and older, but I'll still represent Dr. Frances Cress Welsing, ain't no doubt. So I'm just saying again, let's clear the airways for this, and subscribe, like, and share to my YouTube page. Of course, we're organizing without YouTube. I'm in strategic places and strategic alliances, and I'm making strategic moves for empowerment. I'm reading the right books, eating the right food, taking the right multivitamins, and drinking the right alkaline water. So I'll be around. Of course, I'm studying and organizing with the right people. So I'm just saying, if folk, these people are not, they're bringing in these different speakers, certainly in the DMV, they don't have the right knowledge like the Success Scholar do, and they're not connecting to the right people, then they don't have no real plan for us. So I'm saying that if they're not studying and they're not, collaborating, if I'm not at the table with the depth of knowledge that I'm bringing, someone who has mastered the teachings of Garvey and Elijah Muhammad, and all of those can be put together with Dr. Amos Wilson. He studied much of that. So I'm saying that I've laid that out here, and this is what we need. We need healthy, holistic, quality teachers today, right? So I'm saying again, uh, things are going to continue to move forward. So I just say stay connected to the Success Scholar. We on the move, on the rise. Subscribe, like, and share. Build, support this movement. Support this more conscious movement. We're going to build a online platform. We don't need the so-called black media that's so-called out here. They have they have failed us as a people. They have not given you the proper constructive information. They didn't. Many of them they didn't mention about the Black Friday film, and many of them they not mentioning about this FBI war on Tupac that I'm dropping. And those so-called conscious people in Baltimore, so-called conscious people in DC, they're not bringing you the relevant conscious information for you to get free. So now I'm making a declaration that many of them, have become irrelevant to our people. They're not bringing you. They're not taking their personal emotions out of it for the sake of freedom, sake of getting the right knowledge for our people. So they're not connecting the dots. Like, they're not serious about getting knowledge like I am. That's why I read 100 books a year for 11 years, because I was serious about getting knowledge, the right knowledge for our people. And this is why, I can walk amongst different crowds of people, and many people don't understand it. This is why I can be a Haki Shakur Ami and be a best-selling author with Les Brown and Dr. George C. Frazier. Many, and so I get it from many different people. Some folks don't understand, like, you wrote a book with them, like, yeah, because I read like that. I read all these empowerment books. I mean, I understand business. I've read business books. I've been in conversations. I'm not going to just stay with the Hotep hustlers. I'm not going to stay with some bunch of broke Hotep hustlers. And I'm not trying to go in Holly Weird and get no $100,000 pair of shoes and a $1,500 belt, and dance and twerk and stand on top of a car either. So I'm saying that, this is real building. So progress is being made, brothers and sisters. There's no doubt in my mind. I'm going to keep organizing, keep strategizing. So we, got some good options going on. So for those that's ready to take things to another level, if you're ready to take your life to another level, I say stay connected. Stay connected. I got some relevant, practical knowledge, and it's about transforming, because I'm seeing, folks are dead. We're not going to just teach the children or try to. We got to teach adults how to read, learn, and unlearn what we've been taught by our oppressors. And so I'm saying that that's right. I'm keeping the work of Dr. Francis Cress Welsing alive, and no doubt in my mind. So I'm just saying I wanted to make this message plain to the brother that I mean, you can't say that the cultural bourgeoisie stop you from speaking more than 10 minutes. That's not accurate. That's not accurate. Dick Gregory spoke for 2 hours. And so I'm saying, and of course, many people, they don't have the self-confidence. They want to ride somebody's coattail. Now I stand on my own. And see, that's the difference between some of these weak leaders. They need co-signers. They need old men to co-sign. But I'm saying I'm making a declaration today that Hakeem Kwame, I'm my own man. I got all the knowledge. I got one of the biggest libraries. I've studied the work of our Greek master teachers. And so I don't need to keep on grabbing hold of somebody till I'm 60, 50, 60, 70 years old, talking about I got the elder on, I got the elder on. Some folk they just never want to grow up. They never want to leave the bird's nest. But I'm saying I don't need no co-signer at this time. And that's what many of these folks, they're afraid. They're afraid, they're afraid of knowing how I've been so consistent. I've shown up at every lecture, right? And they know that. Many of these people know that. So they'd rather block. They'd rather try to obstruct the success scholar, obstruct the rise of the success scholar. Many of these so-called conscious groups in Baltimore, these conscious so-called leaders in DC, and these so-called conscious black radio, man, they just trying to block the rise of the success scholar. So I'm just bringing it to you right now, brothers and sisters. I'm on a rise, man. They can't stop it. They can't stop it. I'm gonna create so many options, and I'm so focused and so disciplined, and I have so level understanding the history that they just can't stop it. And that's what many of them are gonna be. That's why they're afraid. That's why they're afraid. They see me making moves, and this is why they plant seeds with other poor, broke, ignorant Negroes. So you say, look at him, man. He think he doing better. Yeah, I'm gonna do better because I learned from my ancestors. This is what Amos Wilson, where's that blueprint? Let me beat you Negroes over the head with blueprint for black power. Many of these so-called bourgeoisie black people, they haven't mastered that. They haven't studied that. They've been getting educated in so-called schools. Not giving the book to some key people. Have they read it? No, none of them have. None of them have read it. Many of these so-called black intellectuals, they ain't serious. They ain't serious. And I ain't gonna name names about the black bourgeoisie who I've given the book to, but trying to be humble, trying to be, but I'm just like, man, I'm done with that, so I'm just like, it don't even matter no more, man. I got so many options, got so many allies in place that, it's already good. So I just say you all be on the right side. Don't be an emotional prisoner. Don't let and then people don't have nothing real to say. They don't have nothing real to say, so they just make little small comments. They don't have nothing real to say, so they just keep doing little stupid stuff. So you won't get the truth. You won't get the most relevant, practical plan that's out here to feed yourself, to clothe yourself, and house yourself, right? And so that's what I'm saying. We need to instill some discipline within our people. We need to instill some relevant knowledge, some practical knowledge, some real true nation building. And so this is what I'm bringing. So I say, if you want to invite the Success Scholar to event, I'll be speaking. Actually, I'm speaking at a church on Tuesday, and I'll be interviewed tomorrow. So I'm saying, if you would like to invite the Success Scholar to your event, I'm saying, wake up, I'm coming, I'm on the front line, been putting in the work, it's no stopping, I got too much on the ball, I got the right knowledge, and I'm making all the right moves and the right decisions. I got the experience, to take our movement to another level. There's no question in my mind. So I'm saying, you all that would like to collaborate and partner, that's beautiful. But I'm just saying that not everybody is gonna be around for this ride. So we going to another level. That's all I have to say. Holla up. All right, fly. All right, I'm out, y'all. Holla to Success Scholar. Get this shirt from Brother Bruce in DC. Send him my donations for that. Dr. Francis Cress Wilson shirt, right? Yeah, that's right. Yes, I represent. So holla to Success Scholar. I'm out.